In English, with respect to subject-verb agreement, there is a little amount of confusion. Even the best of students tend to make a mistake in correcting the sentence or choosing the right option as far as subject-verb agreement exercises are concerned. The reason is certain simple rules that are to be followed are usually overlooked by us. So let's, in this module, look into these simple rules, how to actually be very clear with the subject-verb agreement, right? Rule number 1, and most important of all, is observe the singular or plural nature of the subject. If the subject is singular, the verb should also be in singular. And if the subject is in plural, the verb also should be in plural. Now the question arises, how do we identify singular and plural? As far as nouns, the subjects usually are concerned, when you put an S or IES, it becomes plural, right? We have been learning from our childhood like flower, flowers, pen, pens, pencil, pencils, etc. But as far as verbs are concerned, we automatically tend to believe when S is there, plural. But that's incorrect. In case of verbs, when S or IES is added, it is singular. And when this S or IES is absent, it is plural. That small trick you need to keep in mind, that walk is actually plural. Walks is singular, right? So that way you need to have a list of words, verbs, singular and plural, and get accustomed to them. So she dash in the garden. She walks in the garden because she is singular and walks is also singular, right? And they dash in the garden. They walk in the garden because walk is plural and they is also plural. So once again, when the subject is in singular, verb is also in singular. And when subject is in singular, S or IES, etc. are not there. And verb, singular verbs have S and IES, and plural verbs do not have the same. That's a very simple rule, and rule number 1. The first person, second person, third person, and the verb associated with it. Okay. I am. She is. He is or was. They are. They are. You are. So first person, second person, third person. The agreement of verbs, I think this we are quite well versed because from childhood we are knowing it. But anyway, when it comes to subject-verb agreement, we must keep in mind that too, right? There's one more variety of sentence where subject is one, but more verbs are added in the sentence. In the same sentence, single subject and more verbs are added. What do you do in such case? Care should be taken that more verbs, 1 or 2 or 3 verbs, whatever are there, they should be in agreement with the subject, all of them. Okay, so you have to keep in mind the subject and each verb, whether it is in agreement with that, that is the singularity, plurality, or the person, first person, second person, all those things. Like for instance, I would say Vijay usually reads the documents and signs them. So here reads, signs. There's a confusion whether you would say read, sign, or reads, signs. Vijay. Vijay is singular, one person. One person. So obviously verb should be in singular. S should be added. So Vijay usually reads the document and signs. Okay, and then signs or and signs. So signs, again S should be there because it should be in agreement with Vijay, which is singular. So do observe such sentences where one subject is there and more verbs are there. All the verbs should be in agreement with the subject. There's also a lot of confusion between indefinite pronouns. Nobody, somebody, everybody, anybody, nothing, something, anything. All these indefinite pronouns usually confuse us what the verb should be. Consider them as a singular word. And let the verb be also in singular, means S. Nobody listens to nonsense talk. Nobody listens to nonsense talk. Everybody uses smartphone today. Everybody uses smartphone today. Okay. Somebody comes daily to that house. Somebody comes. So here we consider nobody, everybody, somebody, these indefinite pronouns as one singular word, singular subject. And therefore the verb we also use as singular. So there's no confusion in that. Always nobody, somebody, etc. are considered singular, and hence let's take that verb into singular. Add S or IES, whatever as per the word is concerned. Right?